Yeah, so I left my glasses at Ben's house during the interview last week, so I'm just workshopping some new looks. You guys like these glasses, or do we like the Dolphins glasses? Just whichever one. Just let me know in the comments down below. Like, subscribe. Well, guys, we have turmoil in Lakeland right now after the owner of the booth was discovered on SoundCloud using several racial and homophobic slurs, leading to several players sitting out last week. This includes Terry McLaurin, who is openly gay when he is not in the public, and also black. Jalen Warren, who also just happens to be black. And Brock Bowers, who identifies as black. Although Brock Bowers did not actually end up sitting out the game, he did send a nasty letter to the owner of the team, but chose to play just in order to fulfill his contract with the prominent law firm Morgan & Morgan. Mike Evans was also not present for the game, but that's because he identifies as hamstring injury. Hey guys, so we had a big week last week. Every single game sucked dick. Not a single person came within 30 points of their opponent. And we've been through 4 weeks. And there has not been a single worthy, game of the week. What a season. So Luke finally won a game, which means he's not going 0-14. Which means JC is all that we have left for the winless report, which we're just not doing this week. We'll do it next week when JC inevitably loses, hopefully. Regardless, where was I getting at with this? It's about Luke, because Trevor Jr. then made the weird decision to pick up Tuna Tamber Toyalonga and put him on his roster. There's not a report here. I'm just pointing that out. Well, guys, we managed to knock out yet another lore-accurate moment in the Cock and Ball Torture organization. This past week, it was huge. But first, I would like to go over our ongoing canon event that the league has had going on as it continues to develop. Commissioner IR taking yet another soul as he sends Tyreek Hill into retirement and Trey Benson goes straight to IR. All in 1 week. Fennell was left with only 3 players that he had drafted, but he then re-signed Darren Waller this last in between week thing. I guess this week. He re-signed Darren Waller today, really. That leaves him with 4 members of the original team that he drafted. The University of Arizona did point out that it felt like they were being targeted for their lawsuit against the league's abbreviation, as the commissioner has now sent both of the Arizona Cardinals running backs into the Shadow Realm.
Shadow Realm, I'm sending you to Tampa, Florida.
Anyways, guys, I said I would get into it, so let's go ahead and get into it, right? Look, everyone knew this was coming. It's normally a canon event that happens a little later in the season, or not. I mean, really and truthfully, it happens once a year, but once again, we were treated to just fucking garbage. As, let's just pull up the trade. It was vetoed about an hour after it was posted. Somehow Fennell continues to rape players year after year. I wish this was the first time, but let's not forget Ben. I mean, after trading Nick Chubb for David Montgomery, he turned around and traded Montgomery to Fennell for the equivalent of a loose handshake. Let's not forget about, something happened to Trevor. This was before Fantasy Report. I was there in the car that day when Fennell quite literally called Trevor and me and was either in tears or on the verge of tears because he had a lot of injuries and was just like, my season's over, can you guys help me out? I think Trevor traded like fucking Mike Evans to him for Adam Thielen. It was bad. Look, this is a constant issue that just keeps circling back to one person. And here soon, I feel like the board is gonna have to step in. This motherfucker is cheating every single year. He's not even trying to hide it anymore. It's blatant. This leaves a bad taste in everyone's mouth every single time it happens. I hate this trade quite literally too much to really even want to talk about it. So, here's fantasy trade expert Caleb Flowers here to discuss the trade.
Yeah, I mean, Zach just got absolutely raped on that offer. I mean, I don't know if you guys have ever seen the video, midwife gets railed so hard she goes into childbirth. But that would be considered softcore porn, considered this trade. It's a great video, though. You guys should watch it.
Oh my. Someone's been acting very nice lately. You've been doing everything around the house.
Line of the week this week is brought to you by Michelob Ultra, the official beer of the Cock and Ball Torture Organization. Line of the week this week would have went to Zach Hollis for falling for Fennell's swindling of one of the top 5 worst trades I've seen on this app. But then Fennell decided to denied him obviously just trade raping Zach. He goes into the chat and somehow makes himself look more like a clown than Dumbfuck does. Honestly, I'm gonna say like they both get it, I guess, because it's really well deserved for both parties. But this text alone should end up earning Fennell Clown of the fucking Year. Because no way does he actually believe a single fucking word he's saying in this text. This is the definition of damage control. I mean, we're talking about Keenan Allen, who's 48 years old. Having a great season, at least. But Calvin Austin is the other receiver traded in this. He's about 3 weeks without a touchdown away from just being on the fucking waiver wire. So what wide receiver depth is he really losing if he's getting Keon Coleman to replace some garbage-ass Calvin Austin and a really good Keenan Allen? So he downgrades his, wide receiver 3? I need a shame on you award at this point. Because this is just deplorable what the fuck I read right there. I lose all of my receiver depth. Like, this motherfucker doesn't just downgrade his wide receiver 3. Look. He downgrades a wide receiver 3 and gets Derrick Henry out of the deal. Tell me how that makes any fucking sense. Apparently this makes sense for both sides. He clearly convinced Zach this exact message as well, which is why Zach also deserves. This is just crazy. It's obviously this just rehearsed, bullshit. He had to sit there and plot that one out for at least a week, because what the fuck was that text? Oh, this helps both. I'm so frustrated at this. It's insanity how fucking bad this is. And then we get hit with this paragraph. We're gonna show the fucking text again. Fucking garbage. We will only be referring to Zach as Dumbfuck, and Fennell is going right back to comedy. Hey guys, well, predictions is coming up. We are here, which means I am staring at a blank script. I know, right? So I'm in the middle of the side quest right now. That's pretty fun. Dealing with it's a multi-level media or marketing scam. I just thought it would be funny because this guy at Wawa approached me and he's like, "Yo, talking about some life coach shit." And he's like, "Yeah, this guy is gonna help you out, trust me. You know, just some weird shit. So I was like, it sounds fun. Gave the guy my number. I had a meeting with his mentor on Tuesday. And they could not explain to me the job, but I did bait them into almost admitting that it was a scam, until they just quickly changed the subject on me and started just talking about some other bullshit. But good news is they decided to move me up to where I get to talk to their mentor's mentor tomorrow over Zoom. So that's gonna be fun. This is a real story, by the way. This is shit that's actually just happening because I thought it was fun, and now I'm like balls deep into this scam. I just don't even want to be here. I'm pretty positive the whole thing's gonna turn into drop shipping. That's where I'm pretty sure this is heading, because every single time I try to explain to them how Amway and all of that shit works, they get really worried and scared. So,
Fuck, I forgot to drink. Our official sponsor today, Look Alive Ultra. Almost forgot. I have to drink this. Now that I've done that, I guess that's the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I gotta actually, sorry, hold on. That's some good stuff. So Godspeed from the Cock and Ball Torture Organization, and best of luck to everyone. Worst of luck to JB Trevor. I really need a bounce back week after what Varsity Trevor did to me.